Um, Mr. John, thank you for waiting. Here's the paperwork that I got, and it's just kind of going over the expectations for what we're doing, our sessions, and answers some questions that you might have that you didn't think to ask whenever you get home.
Okay.
So, we talked about your HIV diagnosis and your family and your boss and your friends. So, why don't we talk about your HIV diagnosis and how we're going to kind of move forward as far as you developing some skills to cope with that diagnosis, and we'll try to see if we can get you some resources as well.
Okay.
So, you understand the disease for the most part, do you think?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know how it's transmitted and how it's not.
Well, hello, yeah.
Okay. So, you know you can't get it from hugging or touching or going to the same bathroom, using the same facilities and things like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Is HIV talked about in your circle of friends and the gay community that you're involved with?
Yeah, everyone knows about it, talks about it, all that.
Okay. I know I had asked you previously if you practiced safe sex. How often did you not practice
Well,
it?
I didn't keep a journal.
What would you say it was like 50% of the time, 10% of the time, hardly ever,
50-50,
50-50?
just when the mood struck me.
Okay. Did HIV ever cross your mind? Probably not in the heat of the
Well,
moment,
not
but
in the
afterwards.
moment, no. Well, I mean, I always knew about it.
Did you ever think that you could catch it?
Well,
Or worry
no.
you could catch it?
Kind of hope you didn't. I mean, you knew about it, so.
Okay. So maybe we can look at getting you into a support group, and that educates you along with helps you deal with the feelings that you're going through.
And that's where I got to go. Hi, I'm Biff. I take it in the butt. Can I
Well,
have an addict? I've got a problem. I mean, what?
well, no, but the other people in that group can, and not all of them are
Cannot believe this. Keep talking.
not all of them are homosexual. You're going to have some straight people there as well, but they're going to understand what you're going through as far as your feelings and your fear, your anger.
How in the world can anyone understand how I feel? Feelings are different for everybody. I mean, I hate it when people say, "Oh, I know just how you feel." No, you don't.
You don't think that they had that same feeling when they were diagnosed?
Are they me? No, they're not. So no, they did not have my feelings.
Do you think that they would be angry as well?
You didn't ask that. We're talking about feelings.
Well, anger is a feeling.
Fine, whatever. I mean, maybe they could have. I don't know.
Do you think it would help if you maybe heard their story and how they coped with the diagnosis initially and then how they integrated that into their day-to-day lives?
I guess.
Are you willing to try?
Well, why not?
Okay. And you'll get some education there as well on things about the disease, how it progresses, how it doesn't progress, how to prevent it from progressing into full-blown AIDS.
Well, we know how, to not get it, do what Nancy Reagan said, just say no. That didn't happen.
Well, I mean, we can't go back and change it. It's happened. So I think now is important to kind of focus on where you're going to go from here, because you can't change the fact you have it.
Okay.
I didn't ask you, but had you ever had a blood transfusion or anything? Ever?
Well, I had surgeries, and
Did they give you blood during those surgeries, do you know?
Yeah.
So do you think it's possible maybe you could have contracted it that way? Or
Well, but when you see that happen on, like the TV shows, doesn't the hospital, send you a letter that happened? I've never gotten a letter like that.
have you ever been tested prior to your diagnosis? Just maybe like regular testing every few years or anything like that?
No.
No.
I just went in because I wasn't feeling good, and they ran, a bunch of labs, and they found it.
Okay. Did your doctor give you any medication that you need to be taking regularly?
Yeah, we already talked about it. He gave me some pills and stuff, to take, and I got to go back in a couple of weeks to see how I'm doing on it.
Okay. So, do you feel like your doctor, have you been to this doctor before? Is it somebody you've seen regularly?
No, this is like, I went to my regular doctor, and then he had me go over to this new doctor.
Okay, he's
That
like
I'm
a
saying.
specialist?
Yeah,
Okay.
and he seems to be nice, but I don't know. I just don't know him.
Do you think that you can maybe build a relationship to where you're comfortable talking to him about your concerns and your fears? If something medication-wise isn't working for you or making you not feel right, that you could talk to him
I guess it's yeah.
and maybe not so much on a medical level, but more on a personal level as far as what you're dealing with as far as the disease goes?
Maybe.
Okay. I think it's important that you have that medical support and somebody you can call whenever something just feel isn't right or you have a concern.
Well, then what are you for?
Well, I'm not a medical professional. I couldn't answer questions as far as the health aspect of what your disease entails.
All right, I see what you're saying.
So maybe talking to him and just feel him out and see if you maybe think he's going to be someone you can talk to and kind of lean on.
Well, he is kind of cute.
Well, maybe not lean on that way, but just
Oh.
as far as helping you maintain your health.
No, all right, yeah, all right. I can try that.
Okay. Your friends. So you mentioned a couple of friends.
Whole other topic.
You mentioned the one friend that's not gay, but what about your other friend that's gay? How do you is it a guy
Who,
or
John?
okay, so it's male.
Yeah, he's like the gayest of the gays.
Okay. Are y'all close? Have you known each other a while?
Oh, we've known each other like almost all our lives. He came out before I did, and he was like the main reason I came out.
Did he encourage you to tell your family?
Yeah,
He did.
yeah.
Were y'all ever romantically involved?
At one time, we were kind of like, experimenting, trying to figure it out, but not anymore. We're just really good friends.
Okay. Do you think he's at risk of having been exposed, or has it been long before?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know everyone he's been with and all that.
Well, I mean, as far as you're concerned.
No.
No, you okay. So how do you think he is going to take the news that you're HIV positive? Do you think he'll be pretty supportive of you?
He's going to be about like how Rhonda was. I hope he's supportive. I mean, like I said, Rhonda, if we can win her over, we're going to be doing good. But John, he'll be pissed. He'll be angry. But I think in the long run, he'll be here for me.
Has he always kind of supported you throughout your childhood and your adult
Yeah.
life? Okay. Does his family and your family know each other?
Oh yeah.
Are they close?
Well, like right now they are, but I can tell you, my family is like, since I came out, they're like, my family has very little to do with me. John's family is more receptive of me than my family.
Do you think they could be a support network for you, as far as maybe a family support type? Since you're-
Somewhat, yeah.
do you think they could help you maybe talk to your family? And
When I lower this boom on my family, it is not going to be pretty. I mean, I don't know. Probably not.
how so?
You just do not know my family. They're like Jesus freaks at the church 24/7, 365. Rain, sleet, shine, pray together. You know, just do the whole religion thing.
So do you think it'd be a more of a religious aspect that they're not accepting of your sexuality?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And maybe you feel if that wasn't there, do you think they would be more open to your relationship with men?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, you can't wonder about that. I mean, I don't know.
What if John's family went with you and John over to your family's house, or them come to their house, and y'all just sit around and try to hash things out, and you let them know what's going on?
I think any way to slice it, it's not going to go well, period. Not saying we can't do that, but my dad is just going to explode. In the military, the whole 9 yards. Just when I came out, oh my gosh, it was not good.
Do you want to tell your family?
Well, I think I'd rather them hear it from me than, Rhonda.
Is she friends with your family?
Yeah, but she's a psychotic bitch. She's like working on the stripper pole, and she says she's not addicted to crack, and she says I use it recreationally, but we all know what that means.
So
Her recreation is on that pole any chance she gets. She says she's got to have it to get up there. It's just a mess.
Do you think a friend that's a drug addict is going to be a good support for you? I mean,
She has been with me through thick and thin.
okay.
But she's going to be an asshole about it.
Is she somebody you've talked to before about problems, like relationship problems and things like that?
But not this.
Has she helped you in the past with things?
Well, if it's on her terms.
What do you mean?
Oh, it's all about Rhonda. It's on her terms, her timetable, her everything. She uses people.
Has she ever used you?
Well, yeah.
How?
I mean, I don't. It's just all about her. We only go do things when she wants to go. We go to places only where she wants to go. Like I try to go do stuff I want to do, and we always end up. She works at where we do what she wants to do.
Is John like that?
It can be, but not like that.
So do you think he might be a little better support for you to kind of get you through this initially?
Maybe. But I got to be the one to tell Rhonda, and I got to be the one to tell John. It can't come from anyone else.
Do you think John is going to be as angry, or do you think he's going to kind of be supportive of you?
Oh, he's going to be 10 shades of pissed.
You think just initially, or do you think it's...
Well, I don't know. He's been telling me I don't need to be doing all that I'm doing. I know that, and I don't want to hear it again.
What about your job?
Oh, that's a whole other can of worms. Little Mr. Homophobe? Yeah. Not. That ain't gonna go down good either. He may fire me on the spot.
Are you debating on not telling him? Maybe.
Well, you gotta tell him. Once this gets out, you gotta tell people. Anything you hide, somewhere it's gonna get uncovered.
Are there any other gay people working at this company? Or-
Yeah. But it's just the bosses, the president of the company is a homophobe.
does he
But he
know,
can't discriminate against us.
does he know you're gay?
Yeah, I'm like loud, proud, all up out there.
I know you said that he didn't offer private insurance through the company, so do you have health insurance right now?
I had nothing. I had to go to the county hospital.
So with your diagnosis, maybe we can look at getting you some assistance as far as state insurance, Medicaid maybe.
Oh, that's like what, $2,000 a month?
It's income based on that, so it's
Okay.
just an option to look at, just to see if can you afford private insurance, just going out to an insurance
On
agent.
what Ebenezer Scrooge pays us? Are you kidding me?
So why don't we look into maybe Medicaid or some form of insurance, because you're gonna need it when it comes to your medications and maintaining your health as far as your disease goes, because you don't want to neglect it and the disease progress.
Okay. How do we do all that?
How'd you pay for your doctor visit?
I mean, I've got some money. I can
Mhm.
pay for that for a little while, but I can't do it long term.
Okay. We'll just check Medicaid and see if you qualify for that. If not, we can see if there's some other programs that maybe you do qualify for to get a lower insurance rate. Something you can afford that can help you along the way, because you're probably gonna need that with having to go to the doctor a lot and making sure you're okay.
All right.
So maybe that's something that we should really look at hard and be one of the first things that you do. So at least you have that security. If something happens, you're able to be taken care of properly.
Okay.
Your boss, how are you going to tell him?
I'm just gonna have to go in and tell him. I mean, just go in, sit down, and say, "Hey, here's the deal."
You said you were afraid he was going to fire you, so
He's a prick.
what are you going to do if he does do that?
Pack my shit and get out.
You don't think that maybe it could be discrimination?
What are you gonna do if you get fired right then and there? Kind of like possession is 9/10 of the law.
Do you have a backup plan, so if something like that does happen, there's...
I just found this out a few days ago. As I said, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. I don't know who to turn to. I don't know how to tell people this.
Okay, so
By the way, can you get my friend Rhonda drug counseling? Because she really does need it. She doesn't know it. I mean,
what, like an intervention type
yeah,
thing?
we need to be on the TV show, The Intervention.
I can give you a name and a number for
Well, I
for
need that
drug
before I go.
counseling, if you feel she needs that, and we'll accept it.
Well, she thinks she doesn't have a problem. She got a big old problem.
Does her addiction affect your relationship with her?
Well, yeah. She's always bumming money off me to go buy her drugs.
Have you ever told her no?
Yeah.
Yeah, how's that go?
Well, how do you think? If you need a fix, how you gonna be? You're gonna be angry.
Does she always come back around, even after?
Yeah, when she wants more money. Telling you, she uses people.
Then
She got anger issues too.
does she?
Heck yeah.
Then maybe she's not such a good support for you as your friend John.
I have known her for like 30 years. She's my BFF.
Okay. I just think it's very important that you establish a strong support system to help you. Because you've got a lot going on right now, and you're going to continue to have a lot going on for a while.
Yeah.
So I think somebody that's going to be there for you and only you when you need them is very.
I still got to
important.
tell her.
Okay.
Because she's going to be around. We live in the same building, and I can't avoid her.
Does John live near you too?
A couple of blocks over.
Okay. So he's close by. I think we probably should maybe let you talk to someone about educating yourself on your disease. I mean, you know how to catch it, but I mean, actually,
Gee, you think?
once you're
And
done,
you went to school for this, huh?
Yes.
I'm so proud you they let you walk across that stage.
do you feel like I'm attacking
A
you? A
little.
little? Okay. I apologize that you feel that way.
Gee, yeah, you know how to catch it. Well, gee, you're a quick study.
I'm not trying to judge you.
You read all the books, didn't you? You paid attention that day? On the one day they talk about the HIV and the AIDS? Oh, A+ for you.
Well, I know just what I've read.
Filled in every bubble on that Scantron right, didn't you? So, yeah. All right, keep going. You got all your stuff you got to go through.
Well, I don't want you to feel attacked. I'm here to help you and support you and try to, kind of like lay out some goals that you need.
Yeah, you keep talking about what goals I got to meet. Oh, you've been talking about goals for 20 damn minutes.
Okay, so let's look at
What is Def Carnegie going to come all up in here?
let's look at getting you some insurance. That's probably the most important thing. And I'll give you some resources you can check into to see if you qualify. If not, then we can look at some other options.
Okay.
You really could benefit from attending an education support group.
Fine.
I know you don't feel that you can, but at least try it a couple of times and just see what you get out of it. If you don't get anything out of it, then we can look at something different.
And I have to go to this?
I would like you to, just to try. And if you don't like it, it's not something you have to do, but at least go there and see what you think.
All right.
Then maybe look at how you're going to tell your family. Since you feel,
Oh, I'll get them over for Thanksgiving dinner and just lower the boom on them then.
well, no.
They'll all be around the table. It'll be a great conversation. Hey, what are you thankful for? I've got the HIV. That's what I'm thankful for, Dad. How about you? That'll be great.
Well, I
Pass the gravy boat.
don't mean it that way, but maybe taking John with you so you have somebody there that has your back and is able to help you through that.
Fine, I'll figure it out.
And if you would rather do it here in the office, have them come here and we can sit down.
Oh yeah, that is not gonna happen.
Okay. Do they not believe in things like that?
They do not talk about their problems.
Has it always been that way?
Yeah.
Okay.
They go to Jesus. He's their BFF.
Do you think they're going to tell you that you're being punished because of your lifestyle?
Do I think they've already told me that?
Well, do you think that when they find out about your diagnosis that they're going to say that that's why you
Well,
have it?
yeah. I mean, again, you got a degree, right, and all this stuff?
Yes.
That's great. Top or bottom of your class?
We need to look at your boss too.
Didn't answer that one, did you? All right, fine. What about my boss?
Well,
He's Mr. Homophobe too.
we need to think about how you're going to tell him.
What? All right. Do you listen when I talk? What did I say? Think back to that. I said, what am I going to do? I'm going to walk in and tell him. I mean, what more do you want? You want to put it on the Facebook Live? I mean, what do you want?
Well, no.
You won't go with me? You want me to bring them in here? You want a transcript of the conversation? You want me to put them on speakerphone? What do you want? I'm gonna go in there, sit my gay butt down, and tell him.
I mean, as far as how you're gonna handle his reaction, if it's,
Well, if I get fired
Negative.
up, I gotta get me a little box and load up my little stuff and go.
Okay.
It's that simple.
Okay. What do you feel besides your HIV diagnosis is a biggest concern for you? I know the HIV is a huge concern.
All of it. I mean, I could have nothing at the end of the day. I gotta go tell my boss sooner rather than later.
I agree with you on that.
I gotta tell Rhonda. I gotta tell John. I gotta tell my family. I could have like no one by next week.
What do you do as far as at your job?
I'm an airline controller.
Okay. Do you think that if something happens, you could maybe go to a different airport and work, or
I don't know.
I didn't know if maybe they were all connected, under the same management or not.
Well, it's all like unionized, so
Mhm.
that's like a small world. So I mean, once word gets out, I'm like toast. Air traffic controllers are unionized.
Okay. Um. What about the goals we talked about? The things that
Oh,
I've
Greg, you're
asked-
back to
I
goals.
am. The things that I've asked you to do. Do you think they're realistic for you? I mean,
Sure.
do you think it's something if once you reach them that will help you?
Well, I don't know until I get there. I can say yes, but I don't know. I hadn't lived into it.
Are you willing to just keep an open mind and just try to see how?
What other option do we have? Stick my head in the sand and pretend nothing happened?
Well, I mean, I've seen people do that. It doesn't get you very far, but
Well, hello again. You've got the degree. You're so blessed smart. Thank you ever so much. Yes, I'm going to try it. Yes, I'm going to have an open mind. I will do my best.
okay. Well, I want you to know I'm here to help you any way I can.
Okay.
So I want to be a support for you as well. If you have a problem, feel free to call.
Okay.
And if you go to like one of these support groups and it's just not working for you or it's not something you want to do, just call me and say, look, this is not working. We need to figure something else out.
All right.
So we will come back next week and kind of look at what you've done and what you think. And if something needs to be changed, we'll kind of rearrange things and figure out something else. But the main thing is to be sure to check into the insurance and at least try a support group.
All right.
And if you want to tell your friends before your next session, that's great. If you want to wait till afterwards so we can kind of get a game plan on that.
Well, like I said, I'll get Rhonda to come next week.
Okay.
I can't tell her alone.
What about John?
No, I'll try. But, I mean, I'll try to bring both of them.
Okay. Is he somebody you could tell alone, or would you rather?
I've got a better chance of telling him alone than I do Rhonda.
So, when we come back next week, just kind of let me know how you did and what you think and how you're feeling as far as if these things are going to help you or if we need to do something different.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Okay. Then I'm going to go up front with you. We'll set another appointment and I'll give you my business card and you can call me if there's a problem or if you just need somebody to talk to, okay?
Okay.
All right.